Hi guys, welcome back to Isaac Magic Academy, and we are here with stocks, forex, and cryptos. And then I'm taking time to go through the indexes so that we can see the direction of the market. I'll forecast the dollar index from weekly, daily, and the monthly. Okay, so this is the dollar index. The dollar index is the main move of the whole market. If the dollar index is going up, every minor currency goes opposite. If the dollar index is bullish, everything will be bearish except the dollar index. If the dollar index is bearish, everything is going to be bullish. So we look at the dollar index as a way of forecasting. Okay, so now on the weekly, the dollar index is in the buy. Okay, we are in the buy, we are in the upside because the MACD is telling us that we are having a green crossover. So I'm looking for, if you look at the monthly, dollar index is a bullish. You can see from here that it's a bullish here. Okay, we are going to get crossover here. That's what we are looking for. Anytime you see this, we have a crossover. So you see the red below, you're going to have a green up. Okay, so put that in your head as a way of analyzing the market, those who know how to use MACD. Then we go to weekly. On the weekly, you can see that we are having a crossover to come down. So you have monthly bullish. Weekly, you need to know what is happening in the weekly. The weekly too is in the bullish, but we are coming down for bearish. So when you see the daily bearish, that means you can trade the weekly and the daily bearish. Okay, if you are looking for the bullish or the monthly, if you get the weekly bullish and the daily bullish, you can head it for the monthly, and that is going to be a powerful trade. Okay, so we look at that. So we go to daily, and you can see that I have drawn my line from here coming down from last 2 weeks. We have been tracking this. You can check the community channel, and I posted those things there. So let's look at this coming down here. Okay, that is our target, to take this low. So we will look for any trade based on here. Yeah, so the bearish of the dollar index is, look at the day MACD. What do? We are looking for crossover. We are looking for crossover to come and take over here. Okay, so we're gonna sell the bearish. The dollar index is a sell until to take this low. When we take this low, you make a pullback either to this level or to this level. This or this side will come down. So we will look at what he's doing here. If you find a rejection here, then we might end up by going. But this line doesn't guarantee us that we're gonna go up from here. Okay, so we should pay close attention when it comes to this. It's not because I've drawn the line that I have to turn from here. It's a forecast, but whatever reaction that we see here as a price rejection, that will be the buy. If the price doesn't any breaker, because there is liquidity void here, that I'm expecting the market to come and take. There is liquidity void here. So we can likely come and clean up this before we go as well. So it's possible. Okay, so we can go for bearish on the weekly and the daily market structure. So we look for daily, and then you know that the daily, the 4 hour is a full bearish. So we are selling the dollar index till we get to this price, 91,600. That is your target. So we are selling this to 91,600. This is our target to take our money out. So if the dollar index is bearish, we need to look for other pairs. Euro. We look at the EURUSD, and then you can see from here that we have already predicted the buy from euro since last week. So we are buying the euro to take these stops and this stop. You are looking for crossover here. So you are buying to get a crossover. EURUSD is a buy. Okay, so because the euro is a buy on the daily, on the weekly, it's a buy as well. So it's a very good But I don't want to say that buy to take off the weekly high. But it's possible that it can be like that. But I don't want to say that. Okay, but we can look at that into that way that you are buying to take the weekly high, but there is still precaution. Okay, so first target is you are buying to take this top here. That is your first target. Just take this top 1900. You are okay. If you can take 1900, it's enough 2 weeks straight for you to take for bullish on Euro USD. Okay, so Euro is bullish, fine. We go for British pound. British pound is also on consolidation. You can see from here, and here is going nowhere. Okay, because the pound is stronger and the euro dollar is weak. But if you look at here as well, you can see that both of them are turning weak. So we go for let's look at what is happening in the dollar. Okay, in the British pound, we are looking for downside on the monthly. We are looking for crossover here. Okay, we are looking for crossover. So I will go for whoa. This is on consolidation, and I'm not gonna go for this here because this is also going down. But the dollar index is going down, so it is not a good trade for you to take this week. We need to wait and see because it is not stable. Is today up? They are consolidating, but this gave me a clue that we're gonna head down. This guy gave us a rejection here as well, and we came here. So this week we started here. So what am I going to do? I'll wait for this to tell me what he's doing because he can do like this. He can stay here for some time before we come down. So don't let this discourage you. Just keep your eyes on it because you're gonna get your bullish. As far as the dollar index is bearish, you're gonna get bullish on GBPUSD. So I'm not gonna trade pound dollar yet. Yen is giving me bullish to this level. So DXY is down, JXY is up. So this is a good trade to go for UJ sell. It's very good trade to look for because this confirmed the buy for us. So we're gonna see on the daily. The daily is going to return to origin. Then we are looking for bullish. So if you get UJ, you're gonna look for downside. UJ, this confirmed the sell for us because this UJ is going up and dollar index is going other side. So we were looking for UJ position. You go for that. CAD. Yes, CAD is also giving us a bullish. The daily MACD is telling us that we are climbing up. It's also good for buy. So USDCAD, we will be going for bullish. USDCAD is bearish because the CAD is giving us bullish and the dollar is giving us bearish. So you can take your note and you keep taking this information down. Aussie dollar, AUD USD. Yes, Aussie is strong. So we're gonna go for Aussie dollar bullish because this is a clear bullish for us for crossover here. Okay, all right. New Zealand, also the same position. New Zealand is giving us some bullish as well because the New Zealand index is also in the bullish and the Swiss franc is a bit consolidating. So now we have Aussie dollar, UJ are the key trades that we can focus on this week. So we go for Aussie dollar. You see now the Aussie dollar, if you know how to forecast this, even yesterday, you could have been in a bullish for this to this level. So Aussie dollar, we are heading for bullish to take this top. Okay, you are bound to take this highs. So this is your target in Aussie dollar. This is your target. Okay, so we go to this level and then we are out. That is your first target in Aussie dollar. UJ, yeah, This one is also a buy. Okay, we are buying to go to this level first. Pound dollar, but I'm not gonna go because it's not gonna be fast. Both of them are going the same way, but the dollar index is bearish, so we go for buy. New Zealand dollar, we go for as well to the main position of the interest. We are almost there anyway, so there is nothing I can say much because I posted this during the week on the channel. UJ, we're going for downside. Okay, so these trades are trades that you can keep your eyes on it and try to look for this downside of these particular trades that we have forecasted. But the minor pairs, we can look for this thing and see USDCAD. USDCAD, we are looking for downside, so we can come here, take this top without breaking the top, and then we come back down. Okay, it is going to take this liquidity out, buy side liquidity, and we are coming down. That would be the USDCAD. We are having downside. Aussie Chief also. Remember, Aussie is on strong, so only target the highs, the daily highs. You go big market structure here. So we are targeting here before we do anything, before we carry on with the buy. So we're gonna trade up to take the top. Okay, we are not going to break this top. So we can have a trade to this level. That is the trade for you this week. EURUSD, we had a nice trade from here to the buy section. So EURUSD, I'm not into that yet, but we had a nice buy to this price. Let you make a pullback to this level before we can try to look for another buy here without breaking this low, and then we're gonna make a new high. So keep your eyes on this. If you break this low, we can come down to here before we go. But all depends. I would say if you want to buy this, you can put your buy stop here and leave it. If this break this top, then you have this disaster coming. You're gonna clean up all this money. Okay, so you can place the buy stop there and leave it. Because I did this personally, I placed a buy stop here, and a buy stop here. These are all prices that before the wedding I took. So it's very important. If you take these things, it gives you very, very interesting setups. You can check it on the Telegram, that everything. EURUSD as well. We hit the buy. We went up. We bought up to the TP, but I haven't done anything else after. So the EURUSD, there is still bullish to clear this, but expecting key level. So we can still head to buy again if you want. Buy again, and that's a good position. Euro Chief is also, I'm looking for. Euro Chief is consolidation. I'm not gonna go on that because sometimes this is a bit annoying. Euro GBP, both of them are for your buy. You go for your buy to take the top, to clean the top here. It's a buy to clean the top. Euro GBP. You go for your daily buy. Okay. Euro GBP, you are looking for buy to clean the daily tops. This is your market structure is broken. That is it. Okay. Euro yen. Also, we are heading up. I expect this to come and take, even we can get rejection from here or exactly where this one is. So you first take your trade to scale up from the top of here. You are out of this trade. As soon as we clean this top, don't expect higher highs, but you can have bearish breaker type trade, which we can come to this level before we come down. Okay, so keep a close eye on that. Euro New Zealand, it's not clear for me to trade it because it's been holding here for some time. And if it's like that, it's going nowhere for the almost since March. It's been like this. And I used to like this too much, but I stopped looking at him because he's consolidating some funny way. So I leave it. But at the end of the day, this is the target is gonna reach. But if you have a patience, it's gonna, because you make a new high, but you never make a new low. You see, you make a high here and a low here, but not only this as the low, the highest before we broke, and we reject here and we make a new high. But we don't having make a new low. I'm not expecting this to do this and that. So let's look at it. But it's consolidating. It's not a good trade to stay inside this. Euro USD, we have already spoken about it, about the bullishness that is expecting to clear the stops. So go for it. Pound Oz, I'll be looking for bullish as well, but it's not ready. CAD is consolidating. Yen, I'm expecting there should be some downside here, but we can come and clean up this top. We can come and clean up, but I'm expecting downside. So I'm not gonna go too much on the buy yet, but I'm looking for downside because the bigger picture is downside. If there is any news, it's going to move it down. So they can both consolidate here because the pound is up, yen is up. So they will be going very slow. But UJ and then Euro dollar is going to be the good trade for this week. Pound dollar, yeah, pound New Zealand also, yeah. I was still looking for this to come here, but it delayed a bit, but eventually the downside is coming to this level before we can look for the buy. Okay. Pound chief. Also, pound chief, we have a short-term downside posted last night. So let's see how we go. Okay, let's see. Let's get crossover here. Anytime you have the 4-hour time frame, look for crossover. So this will be a good downside short-term before we look for buy. So keep your eyes on this one before you look for buy on any. Yeah, New Zealand dollar also up to the targets, and then we will see what it's gonna do next. UJTs and USDs I was looking for some bullish coming, but it didn't come yet. One thing about the USDs I was looking at it last night, and it's still a bit playing. Okay, this is the low. I was looking at here as my last move. So I was looking for rejection here, but it didn't because there's still liquidity here to be cleaned. So it didn't. So in the other way, we can come down to this level. This is the last move before we break the top. So this becomes our key level. So if you break this low, then we are coming down. But if reject here, we're gonna get back into our bullish. So I'm not really looking into this. I'm looking for the buy. Why am I looking for the buy? Because if you look at the whole concept of the weekly, we are in the weekly bullish. We are in the monthly bullish, you see. Okay, the monthly is turning for bullish. So I'm looking for a bullish trade to come and take this top. So anything that it will do on the downside is kind of consolidation. So I'm paying close attention on this position because I would like to take this trade for long term. That's why I'm been playing with him a little bit to see how it is gonna be. Okay, so yeah, gold is going to be on a little bull because we have Euro USD is heading down. So gold will come and clean up this top. Gold is coming to clean this top before you do anything else. Okay, let's clean this top. That is the target that we're going to have. Even if not, this way before we see the next move. So we bought gold from somewhere here, but I'm not sure if all these guys are still in or not. Okay. All right. Now, any question before we take a next step?